Good evening folks, it's Solly Jo Lewis here from Posh Joke Interiors in Leeds. Welcome to our weekly WoodUBend tips and tricks and painting techniques. Right, tonight we are going to be doing a marble walking stick, a Valentine's mirror, because it's Valentine's time, and we're going to be working with some stains. We're also going to have some really cool giveaways, but that's going to be right at the end. So if you just hold your horses for now, with the numbers. The stockist, the WoodUBend stockist should be online, posting the shops, telling you where they are and hopefully answering any questions. Tonight we're going to try and do this a little bit more relaxed. We're going to try and interact with you guys a little bit more. So let's get started. Also, if you would like to, if you're interested in stocking these lovely mouldings, there is a link, well there should be a link at the bottom of the live with our website. So, what are WoodUBend mouldings? If they would just like to kindly come around here. For those of you who've not seen them, these are appliques that you can stick to just about any surface you like, from furniture, wood, plastic. You can also use these, so it's not just for the furniture industry, it's also for the crafting industry as well. So we've got a few things over here. So you can stick them to old boxes that you can get from a charity shop for a couple of quid. These are just some old polystyrene heads that I bought from a charity shop for 50p. I know a lot of you may not like this, but I do. You can do skull decoration with them for Halloween time, or if you're just into skulls and like them. And we showed you last week how you can apply them to wood, and then, sorry, that's not wood, to glass, and then decorate them. We also have what is now coming into fashion. It's called Wood Perplex Art, and we're going to be doing some of this on a mirror tonight, a Valentine's mirror. And that's basically just broken bits of WoodUBend mouldings stuck onto a board or a picture. So what we're going to do, and what I do every week, because I don't know if the same people are watching or whether it's new people, we're going to go back to the basics. We're going to explain what the mouldings are, what they're made of, how you can manipulate them, how you can apply them in general. So if you'd just like to go around there, my lovely cameraman. So, WoodUBend mouldings in their cold state. Well, all the mouldings have all the properties of wood. So they are sandable, snappable, stainable, paintable. They are non-toxic, and they're made out of a special material, and there is absolutely nothing like them to date on the market. Okay? We're going to be doing some stain work on this particular piece later on. So, as with wood, we can drill them. So if I wanted to hang this up, this is a new design that's coming in very soon. If I wanted to hang this up, I could easily drill through it, which I'm going to show you now. And I'm going to do it there so I don't go through my lovely WoodUBend. So as wood, you get like the wood shavings, and there's a hole, so you could easily hang that up somewhere. In their cold state, they're also snappable. So a lot of this particular design is this one here, and it's been snapped in the workshop. It came to us broken. So I'd like to make a pretty little bow out of that, so I'm just going to snap it. The WoodUBend mouldings are also sandable. So as with wood, we can sand them. Again, you can see the wood shavings coming off. Yeah. So if I didn't like, for instance, that piece there, and I just wanted to make it a little bit more, have some more smooth edges, I can sand it very, very easable. Easable. New word there, Sam.
Adding to the dictionary tonight?
Now, apart from the 3,250 designs we have overall, of which 150 designs are available in the UK and in our shops, which we have to date, we have 55 shops and counting. We have 150 designs available, of which 18 designs are in the trim. Now, these are absolutely fantastic, these trims. You can heat them up, bend them round corners, mould them to any contour you wish to give a bit of bling to your piece. Now, Sam this week, my lovely apprentice, come here, darling. Come and say hello. This is Sam.
Hi there, guys. Can I just say thanks for your patience while we're pausing a bit? I think there's a bit of a Wi-Fi issue at the minute, but keep with us.
Oh, is that?
Yeah,
I didn't know
but
that.
we're okay. We're going. They're still watching. It's just pausing a little bit, but thank you for your patience.
Sam has been learning some fantastic painting techniques. You people may recognise this cabinet from the first level. We repainted it. We've put some lovely mouldings on here. We've put some trim on here. And I'm just going to show you now how you can distress your mouldings. And I'm going to over-emphasise the distressing here so you can see what comes through. So, unlike other mouldings on the market, either of resin, latex, plastic, you can get that real wood finish through. I hope everybody can see that. And last week we also did a board whereby we popped a moulding on a board, MDF with a moulding, no paint at all. We brown waxed it and then we distressed it, and you can see the depth there that the effect gives with just plain browning wax, nothing else. And lots of sawdust there. So I think it's time to show you how we so we've shown you what they can do in the cold state. We're now going to show you what we can do with them when they are warmed up. What we're going to do first, Sam, what would you like to do first? We're going to show you how to heat them up. Now, again, we are using I'm going to use a little heart because it's Valentine's Day. We strongly recommend you use a hairdryer. I'm using a heat gun here in the workshop because we use 110 volts for safety purposes. So that's snappable now and it's in its cold state as I've shown you before. It's just starting to go warm now, you can see that. So instead of drilling, so you can see how pliable that is there. It smells of olive oil because that's one of its ingredients. There's no toxics in these WoodUBend mouldings at all. And I'm just going to pierce that instead of drilling it. So you can hang that little heart up on a necklace for a Valentine's Day emblem. So next up now is how we stretch these. Of course, a lot of these designs may come in a particular Oh, let me show you this one over here. Whilst we're doing that. So we applied this beautiful moulding, and its original design was more, these pieces were vertical, but in order to shape it to the original contour of this apex here, we warmed it up and we manipulated it, and then we stuck it to the surface. So I'm going to show you how we can do that now. Sam has kindly warmed this piece up for me. That's around here. So she's warmed that up, and that can be resized. It can also be stretched up to a certain extent. Now you can see that. Now if I held this like that for 20 seconds, half a minute, depending on room temperature of course, it will stay in that shape. If I let go of it before it goes cold, it'll go back into its original state that it came out of its mould. I hope my stockists are there answering any questions.
They are.
They are, posting the shops.
They are.
We do have a website which has an e-shop on it where you can browse all the designs to date, but it is a lot cheaper and easier for you to go to your local stockist if you do have one. So we're just gonna so there you go, and that is now starting to go cold. So you do have a little bit of time to play with these. So that's the stretching. So I think it's now time for me to bring Sam in. We have, so there you go, and that is again back to its normal state, back to its cold state, ready to apply. So we have a commission came in the other day. I'll show you it in a minute, and it is a walking stick, and it is a Father's Day present, as I understand.
It is.
Yeah, so they want us to decorate it in a marble walking stick, so it'll be all magical. So I'm now going to hand you over to Sam, who's going to show you how to. Oh, you need to come in the picture. It would be a good idea if you come in the picture. You can use any good quality wood glue. We will be coming out with our own wood glue very soon, which will be more compatible with the WoodUBend mouldings, but for now, and for ease and speed, we're going to show you, we're going to be working with a normal glue gun with wood adhesive, wood glue glue sticks. It's just so that it's we can work faster with you. Faster. Where are you going to put that?
Wherever, I was going to put it there.
Right, so I'm just going to put some glue on for her. There you go. So you can see how you can wrap it round contours there. And if your moulding is warm, and with the warm wood glue, it just adheres to the surface very, very fast.
There you go.
Would you like to put a little bit of trim on as well? I'm doing some moving back to
It's nice and warm now. Tiniest bit of glue. It just wraps perfectly around there. and you can just snap it off where it meets. Could have done with some scissors there, but there we go. Just for your learning leisure. That's how easy it is. And all the little bits of messy glue can just be trimmed off after.
Another thing we're going to show you, which I forgot to show you before, is these are one of the 18 designs of the trim. They come in a coil like that. They are 212 centimetres long, and when we warm them up, Sam is going to now show you.
You ready? Ta-da! That didn't work out very well, did it?
It's alright, still a good party
Spaghetti.
trick.
Turned out like spaghetti, but you get the idea. Well, that could just be wrapped all the way and coiled all the way around the walking stick.
Or picture frames, or any surfaces.
Could you show that one again?
So to save time,
Marble one.
Sam has done this. A lot of you may have seen this on the group. Would you like to get the paints out? So this is for the Father's Day commission, and what we're going to do now is show you how easily you can paint these. Are you fast at painting? Yeah. No, we're doing red at the bottom. Right. So if you do the bottom, and I'll get a brush to save time. I think we need to come over here though. You're gonna have to take your hand off because I'll paint it otherwise. So we're doing these in marble colours. We'll do them blue at the top, and then we're going to blend into the red. So you can see how well they paint due to the fact that they are porous, as just like bare wood is.
Super powered walking stick. That's what this is going to be.
And then once this is dry, we're going to show you how easy it is to brush some bling onto it. Dry brushing. So how is everybody? Tell us where you're watching from, guys. We do have clients all over the world. We've got stockists in America, Canada, Australia, Malta, Bulgaria, France.
People from America, Canada today.
Oh.
Hi guys.
Hi everybody.
Hope it's warming up over there for you.
No, it's not, it's freezing. And I hope you're all getting ready for Valentine's Day.
We want to feel the love. Where's the hearts?
Thank you for the heart. So I'm now down to, I'm going to get my hands a bit dirty, paint on them actually. So could I have a clean brush please? I'm just going to try and blend these colours in. I'm just going to give it a bit of a tickle there and blend it in. A bit more red. And a bit more blue. So these are just, again, bits of broken pieces. Now, one of the giveaways today is a big box of broken mouldings. I'm going to get like a purpley colour in there. Any questions? Because I'm not looking at the comments. As I said, my stockist should be there answering anything. Any queries you may have. Right, I'm going to hand that over to Sam now. She's going to put it under one of our special warming lamps so that it dries rather fast. And today, just because it's Valentine's Day, and to show you how the mouldings stick to any kind of surface, we've done a mirror. And say hello to the cameraman.
Hey Theo!
That wasn't nice, was it? Right, so we are going to show you some of the trims. If you'd like to take those over there, darling. I've just left a very small piece here of the trim to show you how easy it goes on, and then I'm going to get Sam to paint that. Right. That needs to go on over here, darling. Now this is one of the very, very thin braids that we have, and this is just to show you how you can take it round any contour, and I've just basically snapped it off. The thicker trims do obviously need a little bit more warming up. Oh, another bit's broken off there. But despair not, we can just... The good thing about these is when they break, you can just snap them back together if you warm them up. Right, Sam, I think that's it. I think you can start painting this now. So if you just want to paint this all in plum pudding. Just start, just start dabbing it all over there, just so people can see.
What beautiful colour for Valentine's Day. We all feeling the love out there this week?
Hi, Wendy. Wendy's one of our lovely stockists from the US. And if you can start sharing this would be really great, guys. And then you can, if you share now, you can also be in for winning one of the prizes.
Have we showed the prizes?
Sorry?
Have they seen the prizes this week?
Let's go and have a look at the prizes, yes. Right. Every prize this week comes with a trim, and we're really going heavy this week. With Baroque. So that's one of the prizes. So they all come with a trim this week, and they are larger than last week. That's a beautiful trim and border. And we always do wings because everybody loves loves wings. That's a third prize. Are you finished, Sam? Come on.
Where you get the idea.
Get the elbow grease in there.
You can't rush perfection.
That's another one. Just look at the detail on that. And then that with one of our most delicate trims. And there's the box full of the broken mouldings.
To test your creativity this week.
Yeah,
Let's
really
see what
test
you
your
come up with.
creativity. Come on, Sam, faster, faster, faster. And as I said, we do have 50 odd shops around the world right now, the majority being in the UK and in the US. For those of you that have just hopped on, the website link should be underneath, where you can go and find your nearest stockist, how to become a stockist if you wish. They really are flying off the shelves. One reason being, there's absolutely nothing like this on the market. Yes, there are a lot of appliques out there and mouldings, but not ones that have the abilities of these mouldings, because they do have all the properties of wood. As we've said before, they're stainable, they're snappable, they're sandable, they're paintable, of course, and even if you just wanted to leave them bare with a little bit of browning wax or sealant, they look absolutely gorgeous. I know I keep going back to this one, but this is a beautiful piece that we are painting at the moment. So, where are you up to, Sam?
Just about done. You get the idea there?
With my head. I'm not having a good hair day today here. Right, if you just want to get the excess off. When you're painting these things, it's good to get the excess off in between, because otherwise it takes absolutely ages for them to dry. Is that walking stick drying? Should be, shouldn't it? And don't miss us every week. We do this. This is a weekly live, so we'll be giving away stuff every week, tips and tricks, teaching you how to use them, where you can buy them, how you can apply them. There's so many different techniques, so we will be, my husband, the cameraman, has got a new toy there, and I'm not so sure he's worked out how to use it properly, so bear with us.
I don't know why it does this.
And if you can see here how I've moulded some of these mouldings to the, pardon the pun, moulded some of these mouldings to the contours of the right, so if you'd like to go, just pop that, and if you can just bring, how's the walking stick doing here? So, we have now brought the walking stick back. Where's the glue? I think we need a little bit more glue. Thank you.
It's playing funny today.
So we're just going to pop a bit of glue back on. Could also miss some bits under here with all the lights in here. So I'm using a paint Hornblower by Friendship, which is self-sealing, so I don't have to seal it afterwards. And you can see how well the paint has taken to the mouldings. So, do we have any trim? Because I've got people.
Trim.
Yes, that we can show. Oh, those two bits, darling. The thick bits. So we can just show them how to mite around. And I'm going to dry this off now with a. Missed a bit there as well. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this to perfection. That machine is making a lot of noise, this cameraman.
He's getting all the attention today, Theo.
I don't know what's going on with it.
Sam, would you like to get some... So now I'm going to show you how easy it is. Could I have a brush? Can you just open that for me, Sam, please? So we've mixed some French sheen up here. Have we got any tally? So when you're dry brushing over these, it's very easy. Just dip in your metallic.
I think I'm going to take off the gimbal. Just give me a second.
Okay.
I'm going to take off the gimbal because it's annoying me.
I'm waiting for him to take off the gimbal, whatever that is. I'm not a tech person. So, when you're dry brushing over things, and especially the WoodUBend mouldings, because they are very, very easy to go over, and obviously they protrude, so they do help us. Just lightly skim over the surface. You don't want to be holding your brush like that, you want to be holding it flat. Oh, this is coming out really cool. It's a really cool idea, actually, for a Father's Day present. And the person's not only somebody's father, he's also grandfather, so his grandchildren will have a superhero. I'm also going to paint. Oh, I've made a right mess there. I'm just going to paint this in a rose gold that we have created with the French sheen. Sam, could I have a little bit more of the flamenco back, please? So you can see how easy it is to just... And it doesn't need to be bling. You can dry brush over these mouldings with any colour you wish, which we'll be showing you a little bit for the Valentines mirror, if it dries in time. And today we're going to play with some stains, so you're going to bear with me. If I mess it up, I'm sorry. We have received some unicorn spit stains, which we're dying to see how they absorb and react with the WoodUBend mouldings. How many people have we got watching, guys?
There's 48.
Wow.
Yep.
Hello, all 48 of you.
52. So it's always up and down for some reason. People can't wait to get their hands on that box of broken mouldings.
Really? Yeah. Well, it is a new thing now. A lot of people are doing all this abstract art. So I'm just going to blend it in a little bit there and make a mess of it. And there are so many possibilities with these things, as you can, as we've shown you. You can use the mouldings on just about anything on the back of your phone, on your furniture, on books. The applications are absolutely endless. So there we have a marble walking stick. Isn't that cool? It will be a lot better, and we'll post the photographs when it's finished. So if you'd like to take that. So, is the mirror dry, or shall we go on to the stains?
Do the staining first to make sure.
Right, so we're going to do the stains. Right. Where have we got that?
Stains are here.
Where's the board? The crackle board.
It's on the mirror.
Oh, right, now it's in the room. So we've done a nice board here. We've gone over this in loof and brown colour that I've mixed. Put Easy Crackle underneath that, which hopefully is going to be a nice background. So you saw me drill through this. No, this is not warm. You saw me drill through this. Just pop it on. Do you know what I'm going to do? You saw me drill through this in its cold state. The glue's been ready. We're now warming them up. So that has now become pliable. Now it's always best to warm your mouldings up, because your mouldings are never totally flat, and the substrate to which you are applying them is never totally flat. Plus, if you warm them up, as we've said before, and especially if you're using a hot glue gun, sticks almost immediately. So this is a little photo frame. I'm just going to pop it there. But this does stick rather fast. I'm going to need some brushes just a little bit bigger than these for the staining. Right, so there we have a cowboy themed photo frame. And what I'm going to try and do with the stains, can I have some water as well, darling, please? Thank you. I'm going to try and make a, so these are this is unicorn spit in there. And to be brutally honest, I haven't had much practice with it.
The colours are so vivid, they pop out so brilliant.
Oh, it's not just that, it doesn't, it's just fantastic the way it soaks into the mouldings. And that's because they are porous, and as we've said time and time again, they have the same properties of wood. So I'm just going around all the crevices with the darker blue. I'm going to come in a little bit with white. Sorry, with water. Look at that for staining. Wow. Look how these things hold stain. Is that Fedra making that noise?
It is. She likes to get in on the action, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. I'll sit beside the fire. So I'm just going on into all the crevices where all the dark shadows would be, so to speak. And I'm going to come in with a little bit of water. Now you can use these for paintings as well, which from what I've seen a lot of people do. What time are we on? And let me mix some white in there, a lighter colour. And I think I'm going to leave some of the original colour of the WoodUBend showing, just to give a more an effect.
That looks fantastic.
Sorry?
That looks fantastic. So you can imagine the fun you could have with these things.
Oh yeah, and kids as well. Kids would love these. Hope you guys are sharing.
They are.
Good.
A lot of interest in these mouldings today. Stockists are getting to it. They're doing a good job, keeping everybody updated.
Lovely. That's great.
That's what we need. And to Julie Birch, we don't have any dumb questions here, so ask away. No such thing as a dumb question.
Right, so that's the jacket done.
Erica says the box of broken bits reminds her of the box of broken biscuits you get with a milkman when you were a kid.
Ah, Julia, tell me about it. When new stock comes in and we've got 3,000 or 4,000 pieces laid out on these benches, it's like a cookie factory. When you start heating them up, it smells like one as well.
So Julie's question was regarding the walking stick, because in America they call them canes.
Oh, canes, right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so now it's a super cane, not a super
cane,
stick.
yeah. So there you can see some of the effects that you get. I'm just going to do his hat a little bit, because we are running out of time and we need to get on to... Can you go and have a look at that, the Valentines mirror, sweetheart, please? And not forgetting the cowboy boots, baby. Just come with a darker stain there. As I said, I've not had a lot of... I'm rushing and I've not had a lot of experience with these stains yet. What colour would you do horseshoes?
Golden horseshoe. Sounds like an old saloon, that, doesn't it?
Quite like... I think I'm going to leave some of this bare. So I'm now going to come in and try and tickle it all up with water. I need some white now to do some highlighting on his jacket. Just some lighting effects.
So, a lot of interest going from walking sticks to Harry Potter ones now.
Oh,
That's our
yes.
next slide.
Well, if anybody has any suggestions about our lives for next week, as long as we have a couple of days noticed, We can do just about anything.
I'm sorry to everybody who's having connection problems out there.
Is it sticking a lot?
It's buffering, yeah, we're buffering.
Oh, that's not good. So, a very amateurish first try with the unicorn spit stains, but I think you get the idea. Right, so we're now going to bring back into the, put that there, back into the picture the Valentines mirror. And we're going to dry brush over this with, let's do some, should we do some light pink? So we need some love letter, don't we?
There you are.
Can you get me some towel, please? Some kitchen towel. Oh, got some, okay. So again, when you're dry brushing, this would need another coat of the plum pudding, so you get as much paint off as you can, and then you can just swipe over the surfaces. What's next on the list, Sam? Because I'm having brain freeze at the moment.
Are we sealing this mirror?
Are we sealing this? No, because this is with the new and improved laser range. It's got its own sealer in it.
Oh, there we go then. So, we've done the staining.
We've done the staining.
We need to go to the giveaways.
Giveaways, yay!
Favourite time of the night. So guys, to be in with a chance of winning this week, we are picking a number from 1 to 14, and then I will place your names in a hat and they will be drawn at random. So if you pick a number 1 to 14, and then your names will be placed in the hat. So you need to like, share and comment a number between 1 and 14. Go, go, go!
Oh yes, please give us a like on our page, guys. We'd really, really appreciate it. I'm just gonna...
I'm really sorry we keep freezing. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's just a buffering with the Wi-Fi this evening's not too strong. We're getting a full history on canes. Some interesting facts about them there.
So, you can see how easy it is to dry brush. And there's a mirror that we bought for £2 in a charity shop. All we did was make a heart, put some trim round it, and then did the Perplex wood art technique, which is basically just taking broken mouldings and sticking them on the surface. I know it doesn't look perfect, but with the time constraints that we have, I think it's pretty good.
I think it looks fab. Just in time for the love week.
Yeah, just in time for the love week. Right. Are you watching? Let's do one.
Keeps blocking.
Right, Sam, are you ready?
I am
So
ready.
it's giveaway time, guys. WoodUBend giveaway time. People sharing? Are people sending numbers in?
We've got a bit of an issue because it's delayed.
Because, sorry.
It's delayed.
Oh, it's
Keep
delayed.
pausing, you see.
Well, let me get my phone.
Everybody's still watching the frame. you are right there. WoodUBend is an amazing product for each project and so adjustable.
Right, without delay, because I don't know what's happening, I'm looking at the live here and it's showing that it's delayed. First up is the Baroque emblem. So if you could start shooting numbers at us from 1 to 14. Have we got any numbers yet? No.
No, they're still watching you staying in the frame.
We'll probably leave it right till the end then. So if you can give us a number from 1 to 14 for these two lovely objects. That's prize number 2. Where's the live up to on there? It's on the frame. Prize number 3. Prize number 4. Prize number 5. Not that way. Prize number 6. And last but not least, prize number 7, a box of broken and odd mouldings for you to do your perplex wood art.
Hi Diana from Kansas City, Missouri.
Hi Diana. Woo. What's it like in Kansas City? Hope it's not as cold as it is here. We've got another 3 minutes, so we're just going to wait around because from what I can see on the live here, the live is delayed by about 15 minutes maybe. So we're just going to see what happens. Otherwise, we will post the winners later on in the feed so that we're not having people hanging around. So if you would like to become a stockist of these beautiful products, providing your area is free, please get in touch with us via the address underneath, the www.poshchalk.org.uk. There's a tab on there to become a stockist. There's a tab on there to find your nearest stockist to buy. You can go on to our e-shop and browse all the designs. And I think that's about it, folks. Thank you ever so much for what I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Tony and Andy from the DIY on a Budget group for letting all this happen. And we will see you next week. Don't forget, every week 7:30 on a Sunday night, which is 1:30 p.m. CST Central Standard Time in the US. For more tips and tricks and more giveaways. And give a round of applause to my beautiful assistant here.
Thank you guys, sorry about the Wi-Fi, we'll get it buffered properly next time for you, but thank you for your patience and please join in next week.
Happy wood you bending. Bye.